everything's in front of you, and normally it's past to come like whopping here at Eastlake.
Just a good solid tee shot right there.
To hit it in the rough yet again.
Yeah, this is hard to imagine. You know, the fairways aren't that narrow today.
180 yards to the flagstick. That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. Ian Poulter going for the green on his second shot. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Clean this up with a tap. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
This would give the hole to Ian Poulter. He wins the hole. Bang. Has it. On to the second hole now. And really a nice mix of opening holes here at Eastlake. 214 yards here on this tricky par 3.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that. Really, I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward. Normally you'd say that's a bad tee shot, but this is a pattern, Rich.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the hole location from here. This is a par attempt for Ian Poulter. Ooh, that hurts. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
He's been a great match player through the years. Miguel Jiminez now to win the hole. Vamos. Onward for the Spaniard. Miguel Jiminez takes that hole. Now to the short par 4 third here at Eastlake Golf Club. Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Not too bad, about 25 feet away. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. And now a putt from 24 feet away. Well, you could see he thought he had that.
It looked in the whole way until the end.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. He can win the hole on this putt.
Now putt for par.
Settles in over the putt. That's a solid par putt. You love to watch him disappear, don't you? Fourth hole now, 440 yards.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Frank, just into that first cut.
Yeah, it's sitting up. Really, this isn't too bad a situation.
Headed for the bunker? Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach. Let's see what they do now with a second shot here at the fourth. Frank, just a shade outside 15 feet.
Well, if you're going to be like that, Rich, it's 16 feet to be exact.
So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through.
Ian Poulter to win the hole. And that gives him the hole. And he makes it for par. Back on the tee here at East Lake, 5th hole, 520-yard par 4. And into the thicker stuff.
Let's see if he can bludgeon this one out. You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. He'll need to be strong with this. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Doing whatever he wants with that golf ball. Moving left, moving it right, hitting it straight when it's called for. He's doing it all. Ian to exit with a par. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Always love to hear the sound of the bottom of the cup. This 209-yard par 3 is really an intimidator, especially with a prevailing wind pushing the ball toward the water right of the green. The only bailout is a bunker on the left, which provides another terrifying shot. Let's face it, the most challenging hole location is front right, but back left behind that bunker also very tough. Birdie attempt coming up for Ian. Setting up for a 210-yard shot here to the par 3. Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hat.
Never a pleasant moment, the drop after you've gone into the water, but here we are. Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the water. See if he's up to the task. Trying to win the hole here. On the way. Give the hole. Ian Poulter. Oh, yeah, he's going to love that one, Frank. Sensational effort.
Oh, just eat that up.
Now the par 4-7. Slight dogleg to the left, 434 yards. Frank, what's the best way to attack?
Long hitters actually might think about trying to fly it over that bunker on the left, Rich, and leave yourself a pitch in here. But really, it's a second shot hole. And the reason why is that second shot is uphill and to an elevated green. So one thing you want to do is make sure you're hitting that second shot out of the fairway.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Now ready for the explosion shot. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options, and you don't have to hit the ball first.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green. That is a tremendous shot right there. Touch and nerve, he had it all. And he has the bottom of the barrel. Frank, it's not about getting the ball close to the hole from that spot.
Well, he had no chance to get it close. I thought he had very, very, very little chance of getting it on the green. So given that, that was a very good shot.
This one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Frank, it's a hard game to play from the high grass.
And that's where he's been more often than not today.
Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the hole location from here. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Well, that's why on this golf course, Frank, there is a premium on hitting fairways.
You're exactly right. Might be also protecting against a flight, but that did anything other than fly.
Just a little offline, so now, Frank, he's going to have to deal with a rough.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how strong he is.
Routine stuff here, Frank, from the bunker?
You just got to be careful of that lip in front of him with his third shot coming up.
That one is in the bunker. Lays the face open. He'll try to pop this one out.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball.
He can win the hole on this putt. He wins the hole.
Oh, he's going to love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
Here at the 9th hole, the first par 5 of the day, a long drive provides an opportunity to reach this green in 2, especially if the hole is playing downwind. Second shot will be either a mid to long iron layup short of a fairway bunker on the left, or a fairway wood try for the green in 2. That green is guarded in front by deep bunkers, and anything long will be a difficult up and down. Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Nice position, short grass, second shot.
That's been the story of the day, hacking it out of the rough.
We have grass stains on the shoes come the end.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. One thing you'll find talking to players up and down the range, especially late in the season, is that they are laser focused on making the top 30 in the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. That brings so many benefits. You qualify for next year, all the major championships, all the invitationals. There is just so much that comes with making the Tour Championship and the top 30 on the points list. In this third shot, it's about 125 yards, Frank. This is a good-looking shot.
Frank not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Poulter now, third shot. Here's the man with the best ponytail in the game. He's also a pretty good putter. Miguel Jiminez for birdie. So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
It's a pretty big putt right here to win the hole. And that gives him the hole. Mark that as a birdie on the card. This is the second par 5 to have been shortened to play as a par 4. And this hole requires that the tee shot be long and to the left side of the fairway. That allows players to see the putting surface. The second shot will likely be a mid to long iron into a pretty large green. And that green slopes severely from back right to front left, making lag putting from the back a real challenge. A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Trying to zero in now on this approach shot here at the par 4 10th. Frank, so many different lies in golf. This is one you don't see too much. The golf ball is on the mulch.
Yeah, and it never really sits up, so this is one of those ones you've got to be much more conservative than you'd like to be. Play for the fat of the green.
Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Miguel Angel Jimenez to win the hole. Might be. Could be. He wins the hole. And he has it, Frank.
I don't believe it.
Moving on now to the 11th and another par 3. Frank, this one just under 200 yards.
Does play a little bit uphill, and really it's like a V-shaped green. Those two front bunkers really pitch the front of that green in. Hole actually gets a little easier the further the flag goes up the green. It's a little wider, and the chances of having an uphill putt increase. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Frank, ball is in the rough here. What are the problems on this next shot?
Well, this is really where the skill level comes in. A good par, this is where the good player separates himself from the rest.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole.
Second shot.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Not too much and not too little. Perfectly played into the center of the cup. Miguel Angel Jimenez for par. He'll take par and move on. On to the 12th hole here at East Lake. It is relatively short, just 391 yards, but there is a bit of trouble. Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Second shot for Miguel Angel Jimenez. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way. Really. This is an awkward length. That was cruel. That looked like it was certainly going in.
If he makes it, he wins the hole. Miguel Angel Jimenez takes the hole, and he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, how about the 13th hole? Pretty long par 4.
It is. 470 plays closer to 500. The reason why is you're going back uphill. A slight dogleg left, playing around those two bunkers on the left. Another, though, that you have to flight that second shot beautifully. That green pinches in the front, protected by the bunker left and right.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. So in a good spot now, fairway again, and a good opportunity to make a birdie here on the par 5. Frank, what's the best way to get at the golf ball when it's sitting down just a bit in the rough?
You have to accept the fact, first and foremost, that you're not going to get clean contacts. You have to decide whether the ball's going to come out short or it's going to fly. Because very rarely will it come out the normal distance of what you hit on the fairway. So if it's a little thin and wispy, chances are it might fly. If it's nestled down, you're going to have to take at least another club.
Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Second from an excellent lie.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. This is the third for Jiminez.
He's safely on deck.
Try to scramble here. He's giving himself a chance for par. Well, in the sand, but it has been raked nicely, looking for something positive. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Oh, he looked like Ben Crenshaw right there. That was smooth and easy, right in the heart. The inimitable Miguel Angel Jiminez has this for par. And that's in for a par. Old oaks and tall pines make this straightaway par 4 a really tight and demanding driving hole. Longer tee shots could leave a difficult side hill stance along the right side of the fairway. That two-tiered green is bunkered on both sides with the green sloping again from back to front. Players placing their ball below the hole will have chances for birdie.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
They'll be happy with that in the fairway. Now a good chance to attack this hole. Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. Frank, it's a hard game to play from the high grass.
And that's where he's been more often than not today.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Here's the colorful Spaniard, Miguel Angel Jiminez, with the approach shot. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Poulter now, third shot. Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
See if he's up to the task. Trying to win the hole here. Just ideal. Good speed on that putt and just a tap in remaining. He'll need to be strong with this. And getting ready for the putt. That's a bogey. He's been a great match player through the years. Miguel Jiminez now to win the hole. Vamos. Onward for the Spaniard. Miguel Jiminez takes that hole. There are 3 tall pines on the right side of the fairway that force players to hit a fade to get to the best position in the fairway. With a good drive, players can definitely reach this short par 5 in 2. A well-bunkered green poses problems if missed long or short. One of the easiest holes at East Lake, a par here, will drop a shot to the field. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Just a solid second shot right in the fairway. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Frank, that was a pretty tough lie out of the rough there.
Yeah, it made that actually a little easier than what it really is. It would have been too easy to try and bite off more than you can chew. So I got to give him a pat on the back for that.
Back in the fairway. This is an all-important approach shot here at the 15th. You want to make birdie, maybe even an eagle. So what's the best way to get that done, Frank?
This is where a utility club really comes in handy. It's easy to hit, gets the ball up quickly, and it's going to guarantee that second shot distance that's required to get to at least the front edge.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. This is a good-looking shot. That is classy.
They have a chance of going in.
You know how to play this shot, Frank, right? You keep your chin up, you look down your nose at the ball, you have to pick it cleanly, and keep your head still. And it is not looking like a good lie. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Getting set now over the putt. So after all that, it's a bogey. Ian Poulter to win the hole. And that gives him the hole. He's made it. Frank, this is really a picturesque hole. As you look out, you can see the Atlanta skyline, and you can also see, with just a few holes to play, maybe a $10 million pot of gold.
If you can't smell the finish from here, then you never will. And you're right. You know, you've got water coming up after this hole. Good tee shot here. If you want to challenge those bunkers, so be it. If you can somehow thread it just right of that, then you'll have a chance at the second shot that also is going to play downhill.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there. Second shot.
That was a pretty nasty lie out of the rough. He did the right thing there, Frank.
And Ian Poulter going for the green on his second shot. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Third shot, looking for a good one. Miguel Jiminez for par. Well, this one's tracking.
Never looked like missing.
This would give the hole to Ian Poulter. Did the job right there. Just 2 holes left here at East Lake. Frank, we have another par 4 set at 455 yards. Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. And setting up here in the rough.
Yeah, that was a little over-ambitious.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Normally you'd say that's a bad tee shot, but this is a pattern, Rich.
Birdie attempt coming up for Ian. He can win the hole on this putt.
That not go in.
Well, that's all you want right there. Just lag it down. Don't get too crazy. And now just to tap in left. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Trying to grind out a par here. Needs it. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
On to the finishing hole here at East Lake Golf Club. Not many courses end with a par 3. It's always a fun finishing hole. Headed for the bunker? Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker.
This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. Well, too bad. He'll have to play from the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Ball time. Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike.
This is a 9-footer. Good putt. That wraps up another round here at East Lake Golf Club. And for all of us here at EA Sports, this is Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo saying, until next time.